When you make the choice to drink and drive, it's not an accident, it's not a mistake, it is a choice. And it's 100% preventable crime. And making such a choice could have irreversible consequences, unfortunately, for often innocent people like myself. My name is Tess Rowland, and I'm the MAD National President. So May 4th, 2021 was supposed to be just any other Tuesday. I got up at 2 a.m. I was working as a morning reporter for the ABC station in Panama City Beach, Florida. I got ready for work. I was traveling the same way that I always did when suddenly I saw these bright headlights coming right at me, and then blackness. I went from being a happy, healthy 22-year-old who'd never broken a bone in my life to needing several emergency surgeries. Doctors actually thought initially that they were going to have to amputate the bottom portion of my right leg because it was literally hanging on by a thread. The engine of the car was about an inch away from my body, and first responders on scene were just amazed that I wasn't decapitated. Running this half marathon to me is just to prove to myself that I can be rebuilt into what I was before, and maybe even just a little bit better. I'm not doing it for time, rather just completion. It's been a challenge because some days are harder than others. Some days I've had to learn to have grace because I'm a completely different person than I was. You know, doctors didn't initially think that I was going to get total flexion in my knee, and now I'm running. They said initially that I was actually going to have a limp with just how bad the break was, and here I am running. My shoulder, they said that you'll never be able to lift your arm above your head. I can do that now. It's not without pain, it's not easy. But it's just a testament of my support, my family, my faith, and having grace and believing in yourself. I was very fortunate that MAD reached out to me while I was in the hospital, and I began volunteering. I was able to step into this role where I serve as the national president, also the lead spokesperson, and I'm able to share my story in hopes of piercing hearts, changing minds, preventing crashes from happening, but also being a voice for the voiceless. I like to say that I'm Tess 2.0 because I'm still me, but I'm just built a little bit different. Before my crash, I could have ran a 9-minute mile with ease, but for Tess 2.0, an 11-minute mile is what I'm running, and I'm happy with that. Maybe a marathon's in the cards next year, who knows? We'll see. You can never be too ambitious, I mean.